Here we go.
Always, relationships are more important than punchlines.
Yeah. I mean,
Basically, here's my understanding of how this feud went. The famous line. So in 2016, when he dropped, I think it was like Life of Pablo or something like that. He was like, "Yo, I made famous." Now people were mad that he called Taylor Swift a bitch and was like, "Damn, why you go back in on this woman? You already stole a moment from her by walking up on stage at the Grammys and taking the mic from her and saying Beyonce deserves it. Why are you still fucking with her?" And Kanye came out and said, "No, I'm not still fucking with her. Actually, I played her the line. She liked the line when I said, I still think me and Taylor could still have sex because I made that bitch famous." She was cool with that line, right? Taylor was like, he's lying, okay? That nigga's capping. And his then wife, which was Kim Kardashian, basically said, Kanye's not lying. Matter of fact, we recorded your ass, and this was the thing.
I don't think anybody would listen to that and be like, "Oh, that's a real diss. Like, she must be crying about that line." And I think because of how crazy and strange and fateful the way we met was, I think we have to pick our moments to like do stuff together and make sure it's only really cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can't have it like be somebody else's idea that gets in front of, and they're like, because it's if you're like a really true creative, visceral, vibey like person, it's probably hard for you to work at a corporation. So how can you give a creative ideas, and you're working in a house of non-creativity? It's like this weird. So whenever we talk directly, okay, now what if later in the song I was also to have said, I made her famous? Is that
Did you say that?
Yes, it might have happened.
Oh my god. Well, what am I gonna do about it?
Like that, do the hair flip.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like whatever at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, just you gotta tell a story the way that it happened to you and the way that you experienced it. Like, you honestly didn't know who I was before that. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if I sold 7 million of that album before you did that, which is what happened. You didn't know who I was before that. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's.
By the way, that's such a big thing because you know how we played the Kanye clip earlier, and Kanye just kind of sees himself as like, he has this God complex, so like he created everybody. I mean, he literally wrote like a whole letter saying, "Yo, fuck Kendrick, fuck Drake. I created all of music, and all of the things you like in music is because of me, even The Weeknd and Future, okay? I am responsible for everything except Lil Boosie," right? That type of guy probably believes he created Taylor Swift from his very palms. And you can hear Taylor on the phone saying, "Hey, no, you could, I guess it's art. You could do what, or say how your perspective of it is that, I did get way more famous and that, you didn't know about me before, but I did sell 7 million records before, but it's okay. It's fine. Go from your perspective because you had a perspective that night," right? She seemed like she's gonna be nice, right?
Definitely. Get ready to trend. That's all I say.
What?
Yo, Kanye. For everybody who keeps believing this whole Kanye's God thing and he's the most famous and third, I want somebody to actually confront him with these hard facts. Bro, you were trying to little nigga Taylor Swift for dumb long. Taylor Swift is bigger and more popular than you've ever been. That's a fact. Now, does Taylor mean more to music than you mean to hip hop? Nah, like you're the GOAT. But popularity wise, like imagine him. He's trying to gas Taylor up. Get ready to trend. Like Taylor is so fucking popular. Taylor goes to the NFL game and the ratings just spike. Imagine years before a nigga was telling that person, get ready to trend. Like, oh shit, you're gonna get me lit for a day? Nah, come on, Taylor's Taylor, bro.
What's the song called?
It might be called Hood Famous.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Is it gonna be like a single or?
One thing I'm gonna say, and I know I keep cutting it off. I will say this. Taylor is typical non-confrontational white girl. Like even what she's saying, she just doesn't want to tell him like, yo, like if this was Nicki Minaj, you'd be like, yo, Kanye, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, my nigga? Like Kanye would get cussed out by Nicki. But Taylor, non-confrontational. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, well, trying to understand his side. You know what I mean? Like, if this was Nicki, it would be like, yo, Kanye, you're out of your fucking mind, bro.
Is it going to be a SoundCloud release? What are you doing?
Oh, this one right here is like fucking song of the year type territory.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
See? Oh my God, amazing. Yeah, all right. You know what she was thinking? Bitch, don't put my name on some shit that you might fuck me in, or you could have fucked me on some shit, on some Song of the Year shit. I don't like that.
That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, speaking of Song of the Year, are you going Grammys?
White girl gaslight. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know what? I was thinking to not do it, but I think that this song, you know what? I'm gonna send you the song and send you the exact wording and everything about it, right? And then we could sit and talk through it. But if the song goes and fucking just
More stuff. They just like look at us and they're like, you already have so much. Even if we've made an incredible achievement, it's harder for people to write down our names for some reason. I get it.
I mean,
It's just human nature. It's envy.
not up 100 million, not up 230 million ever since the fashion, and still have not made it out of it. So that's part of the reason why I had to go to Rock Nation and the touring deals, blah, and it allowed the whole town to try to feel like they could control Kanye or either talk to me like I'm regular or have agents do it, but they saw they couldn't. It's like even in debt, he moves around like he's like a billionaire. I'm like, yeah, I'm a cultural trillionaire. I might have financial debt. So I told Ben Horowitz, I was like, you guys got Mark Zuckerberg, or whoever, Tim Cook, you guys have to clean that up. So I'm sending Ben Horowitz my current balance. That means like I'm not up 50, not up 100 million, not up 200 million, not up 300 million. No, negative 20 million. Currently, Kanye West, the guy who created the genre of music that is The Weeknd, that is Drake, the guy who created every single person that makes music right now.
Yo, Ye is something else, bro.
Now, favorite album is The College Dropout. Every single person that makes music, that is there. But I'm rich enough for, I have my wife, I went into debt to my wife by $6 million working on the fucking house less than like a few months ago, and I was able to pay her back before Christmas and shit like that. So, you know, when I talk about Nike, the idea that they wouldn't give me a percentage, that I could make something that was so tangible when Drake was just rapping me into the motherfucking trash can, that I could have something that was tangible that showed my creativity and express myself, that also could be a business that I could have a 5 times multiple on and actually be able to sell it for like $100 million, $200 billion. That was very serious. Every conversation, every time I scream at Charlemagne or scream at Sway, that was really, really, really serious. And it also was with my family. I felt like, look, if I'm just an angry black guy with some cool red shoes from Nike 5 years ago, I was going to be visiting my daughter as opposed to be living with her. It would have been like enough is enough. It wouldn't have been cool anymore. Because there would have been a group of people, including my wife, that all had at least like 500, 400 million in their account. And then you get the angry black man at the party talking about, I'm the one that put Kim in the dress. I'm the one that did this. But it never realized itself. So that's one of the things I just talked to Ben. And I'm really, because I'm talking about it on the album, talk about personal debt and shit. Just the idea, like, oh shit, this dude with this fucking Maybach that makes fucking $50 million a tour still hasn't lined it up or came out of the point when AEG and Live Nation wouldn't give him a deal. The debt started after Watch the Throne, because I got no deal, but I still was doing like creative projects on my own, shooting a film in Qatar, doing a fashion show, just trying to, you know.
Kanye doesn't get enough credit for that though, right? Like, you know, the idea that he went in debt, obviously when people think millionaires go in debt, you think poor money management or you're spending too much on your lifestyle or your vices. People usually don't think, and you know what I mean, I think that's a Dame Dash-esque type of like kind of approach, except Kanye is the genius that could make these things work. Kanye seems to be the guy who, yo, I made 50 million and I'm going to invest 60 million into my next idea, which by the way, I think that's why he's kind of got all the leverage and you know, long enough leash that he could do whatever he wants now. Is like, yeah, he took so many risks to be creative that we universally, no matter what he does, like imagine all the anti-Semitism that he like spewed allegedly, you know what I mean? Because he claims it's not. All the anti-Semitism stuff that was surrounding him, we know once he drop an album, we finna listen. So it's like, you know what I mean? That comes from him taking chances on himself, and he always funded himself, which a lot of people just use house money, right? Which is, yo, I'll wait for the label to give me some money. So that's kind of dope. And by the way, I think that's the only way you really, truly, you know, if you're working a 9 to 5, you got to start taking some of the money you're saving from your 9 to 5 to try your entrepreneurial hand at something, right? And then when you start being an entrepreneur, if you're trying to double up, you kind of always have to do the same. Waiting on somebody else to give you a paycheck to do that, like you're always just not, you're gonna miss those opportunities that you need to like pounce upon. So that's why I think Kanye is really like he believes in himself, and obviously he does because nigga think he's God, right?
Be very Disney, be very visceral, be creative, and
I mean, I'm sure you've thought about this up and down, but I mean, is there a way to monetize Yeezys in a way that you thought would still keep them authentic, but make them into a multi-billion-dollar company?
well, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're in the plans of. Yeah, I have no, yeah, I'm 100% going to be like a multi billionaire. I just think, I think it's fun that I can like be like Charlie Sheen and be like, hey, like I got AIDS, you know, like that to me, like I told Drake that the other night. I was like, yo, Drake, I'm in personal debt. And to me, for me to tell Drake, the fucking #1 bachelor in the world that can fucking wrap anybody into a trash can that lives 4 blocks down the street from my wife and like basically fucks all of her friends, that I'm in personal debt, is such a like putting down the sword or putting down the hand or opening showing the hand that I don't have my poker face on.
Yo, there's so much of Dame Dash that Kanye West has kind of adopted in one way or the other, and like #1, this idea of having like a ongoing documentary into your life and all these moments are somehow captured and you're not fazed by it. Because if I was having a personal conversation and there was a camera pointed at me, I would either probably have to be a little bit performative for the camera, or I would just be like, let me not say too much because maybe later on I don't know who might see this. Kanye seems very comfortable with the camera pointing at him at all times. That's a very Dame Dash thing because he was always filming and recording everything. Salute to Choke, no joke, right? What else? Also, this invest in your own money shit. That's like Dame Dash mantra to the T, right?
With any of you guys, I'm just me. You know, I'm just a creative. You know, everything I did, even when it was mistimed, whatever, it might have been from a, you know, it's always like from a good place. And I know that I'll overcome it. And I know that the world will overcome it because like I'm going to change the world. I'm going to make people's lives better on some post Steve Jobs, Howard Hughes type shit. Like I'm going to do things with education. I'm going to do things that help to calm down murders in Chicago or across the globe. Things to help to calm down police brutality, to equalize the wealth meets the class system, because there's a bunch of classes, wealthy people that hate Obama because he's more social and he wants the people who don't have anything to have everything. And in my little way, by learning how to design is something that's only given to the rich currently. The exact color palette that Hermes uses versus the color palette that Forever 21 uses. A color palette is extremely important. Color is important. You know, the knowledge of proportions, you know, the size of our house versus the size of someone else's houses, and just the dynamic.
I'm doing great. I feel so awesome about the music. The album is coming out February 11th. I'm doing the fashion show February 11th at Madison Square Garden. We're dropping the album that February 12th that morning. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it feels fine. For 8 months, I've had this line.
It had something to do with it, probably.
Well, the reason why it will be happy is because it has a very controversial line at the beginning of the song about you.
What does it say?
Okay, so it says, and the song is so dope, and I've literally sat with my wife, with my whole management team, with everything, and tried to rework this line. I've thought about this line for 8 months. I've had this line, and I tried to rework it every which way. And the original way that I thought about it is the best way, but it's the most controversial way. So it's gonna go Eminem a little bit. So can you brace yourself for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It says, wait a second. You sound sad.
Well, is it gonna be mean?
No, I don't think it's mean.
Okay, then let me hear it.
Okay. It says, and the funny thing is, when I first played it and my wife heard it, she was like, huh? What? That's too crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then like when Ninja from D Atword heard it, he was like, oh my God, this is the craziest shit. This is why I love Kanye, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And now it's like my wife's favorite fucking line. I just want to give you some premise of that, right? Okay. So it says, to all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex.
That's not mean.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the thing where I'm calling you, because you got an army. You own a country of motherfucking 2 billion people, basically, that if you felt that it's funny and cool and like hip hop and felt like you know, just the college dropout and the artist like Ye that you love, then I think that people would be like way into it. And that's why I think it's super genius to have you be the one that says, oh, I like this song a lot. Like, yeah, whatever, you know, this is cool, whatever. It's like, you know, like I got like shit on my album where I'm like, I bet me and Ray J will be friends if we ain't let the same bitch.
Oh my, I think if I launch it, is honestly, like, I think it'll be less cool. Because I think if I launch it,
Like that. But I,
you know, the thing about me is, like, anything that I do becomes, like, a feminist think piece. And if I launch it, they're going to be like, wow, like, this thing, like, they'll just turn it into something that, I think if I launch it, is honestly, like, I think it'll be less cool. Because I think if I launch it, it adds this level of criticism. Because having that many followers and having that many eyeballs on me right now, like, people are just looking for me to do something dumb or stupid or...
Hey, by the way, let me ask you a question. And I know some of y'all said I was riding Taylor's dick early. Do we think Taylor Swift is bigger than Bieber? Remember there was a time people was like, oh, Bieber is like the biggest thing possible. Is Taylor Swift now bigger than Bieber's ever been? Taylor or Bieber? Taylor or Bieber?
Lame. And it's like almost... I don't know, like, I kind of feel like people would try to make it negative if it came from me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I try to be super self-aware about where I am, and I feel like right now I'm, like, this close to overexposure.
Oh, well, this one is, I think this is a really cool thing to have.
I know,
Definitely.
it's like a compliment, kind of.
Yeah. I had this line where I said, and my wife really didn't like this one because we tried to make it nicer. So I said, it's for all my Southside niggas that know me best. I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. And my wife was really not with that one. She was way more into the she owes you sex. But then the O part was like the feminist group type shit that I was like,
That's the part
Yeah.
that's gonna kind of... I mean, they're both really edgy, but just, like, that's the only thing about that line is that it's, like, it's just the feminists are gonna come out. But, I mean, you don't give a fuck, so...
Yeah, basically. Well, what I give a fuck about...
Yeah, imagine how controlled, like, if you're Taylor Swift, you probably just have to live life in like this small bubble, and anything you do get scrutinized to the utmost.
It's just you as a person and as a friend. I want things that make you feel good. I don't want to do rap that makes people feel bad. Like, of course, like, I'm mad at Nike and bad. And so people think like, oh, he's a bully. He ran on stage with Taylor. He's bullying Nike now, this $50 billion company. I'm just...
Why are people saying you're bullying Nike?
Because on facts, like I said, like, Yeezy, they line up for days. Nike out here bad. They can't get shit away. They,
Yeah.
That is...
I mean, that's just what you do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that it's, like, possible to bully a company like Nike. But,
Yeah.
I mean, go with whatever line you think is better. It's obviously very tongue-in-cheek either way.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you telling me about it. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah. I thought I just had a responsibility to you as a friend, you know. They completely run for president, right? I knew I wanted to...
It looked like he asked for permission. It looked like she said either one is fine, right? Anyway. Yo, did you ever see this? Ashton Kutcher,
I think like one of my favorite ones.
he was talking about, you remember he used to do that show called Punk'd? He talked about when they punked Drake. And honestly, Drake owes this nigga a fade for this.
This is one that we did at the end. We punked Drake and we created an earthquake inside of a parking garage. Like, a lot of people didn't see it, but we legitimately like turned a parking garage into an earthquake zone. And he was in the car, and we started like rattling the car and the whole garage. And he jumped in his buddy's lap, and he's like literally he fetaled up. He like Canadian fetaled up into his buddy's lap.
No.
And I was like, yo, Drake just fetaled up. And then we had to cut that out.
Oh, really?
But
I would say for everybody who's been punked, don't ever actually piss him off, because the footage that doesn't make it on is incriminating, to say the least.
Really?
It's terrifying.
It is unbelievable. People who had meltdowns, who started crying and they're tough, or freaked out, or they got disrespected, and
Like
therefore
who?
can't name names.
No, I'll tell
There
you.
are
all right.
quite a few who did not sign
I'll tell
a
you,
contract.
there's a wonderful story about a hip hop artist, very well respected hip hop artist who
He's
was,
not
who's
small.
like hard, like a hard dude. And we stopped his private plane on the runway and like brought a guy onto the plane to like check out the plane, but then it turns out the guy had what may have been something suspicious in the back of the plane, and they were
Small
like
puppies.
and they,
Smuggling dogs.
and they were like ushering the guy off of the plane, and he got off the plane and started running. and I had to run after him for like 2 miles to catch him because he was just gone. Like I couldn't and I'm like, dude, it's a joke. It's a joke. And it was his birthday, and I got to the end, I was like, yo, shorty, it's your birthday, and he was like, I literally ran after this guy for like 2 miles.
Who's that?
To calm him down. He's like, that ain't even funny. That ain't even funny. And he was sweat. It was bad.
That's when you're from the hood. When you just run.
You just run.
Oh shit. Let me see. Drake on Punk'd. Y'all remember this show back in the day?
6 Echo, we have the principal and his partner.
I'll tell you, sir, I'm a fan of your music. I enjoy your work.
Thank you very much, man.
Very good stuff.
Tell my mom then about that. Secret Service likes my music. She'll be happy to hear it.
Wait, why is it Secret Service? Oh, they told him he was gonna meet the president or some shit?
6 Echo copy, transitioning to southbound 101.
When we get to our location, gentlemen, there's going to be a few searches of the vehicle. Don't be alarmed. Obviously, there are government agents that are with us, and once we get the secure location, you'll follow my partner's lead.
Hey, who's that nigga right there? I ain't see that nigga with Drake in ever.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure driving you. Yeah, continue to make good music, all right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I appreciate this support.
YOLO, right?
He said YOLO. He said, yo, who is this guy? Oh, man. Hey, let me make sure like I don't get copywritten or no bullshit like this. Hold on, chat. Are we good still? Yeah, we're good. We're good. I just gotta make sure for YouTube. Here we go.
All right, gentlemen, you have a check here, and then once we get clearance, we'll escort you in.
Good evening.
Evening.
He has no fucking idea what's about to happen. Go. Doing what?
Feel that?
Feel that? What the fuck is that?
Yo, is this the part they're saying Drake hopped in his man's lap? Yo, Drake, man. Yo, listen, man. Yo, hold on.
You feel that? What the fuck is that?
Nah, let's look. Drake in his own seat right here. He's in his own seat right here. Look at. Yo, there was an earthquake on the East Coast the other day, nigga. At first, I'm like, yo, all my dogs running to me? Because I got a bunch of dogs. I'm thinking they're all running to me, so I'm like, then after I'm like, nah, this building's shaking. Look at Drake. All right, Drake is now in the middle. Hey, it is what it is. He now in the middle. He first was over here, now he in the middle. All right, now he seemed pretty close to my man's right here. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Right here, dude look like he not even on the seat. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, I ain't gonna hold you.
The seismic event. Seismic earthquake clear. Copy. I've got 2 marks from the principal in here. Partner. All right. Do not move. Gentlemen, don't move. Please sit still. You're staying in the vehicle. You're safest in the vehicle, okay? Don't move.
Yo, why they play with Drizzy like this? Why they play with Drizzy like this?
Boy, get up! Get up! You got this! Get up! Get out the way! You're gonna knock Rock out. Get up, Rock!
Get up!
Get up!
Yo, nah, they was playing with Drizzy on this. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Don't move.
Yeah. Yo, nah. Yo, Drake, you my mans, but this shit funny, bro. I'm sorry. I'd be worse. It's cool.
Everybody please remain calm. Stay in your vehicles.
I just don't want this shit. Why we in a parking garage and shit?
This nigga's why we in the parking. Yeah, Drake, like, I got a couple more hoes to fuck. Get me on out of here, bro.
Stay in the vehicle. It's an earthquake. We're gonna check on Stonewall. Do not move. You understand me, sir? Don't move.
No, that was no joke. I thought it was, CJ, I thought that we were about to fucking get blown up.
Yo, Nah, Drake, you gotta buy MTV and delete this footage, bro. This shit is wild. Yo, the Canadian came out, my man. Yo, my nigga sound like he was downtown Scotiabank Arena.
You understand me, sir? Don't move.
Yo, that was no joke. I thought it was, yo, CJ, I thought that we were about to fucking get blown up.
All the alarms.
That's my first earthquake ever.
Yours? Too. What the fuck was that? Was that an earthquake?
I don't know. Don't come close. That's the Secret Service. Don't come up to this car real quick. Because they don't fuck around. For real.
What earthquake? Don't they have like aftershocks and shit?
Yes.
Aftershock.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, bring Lester down.
Go. Are you okay? Are you alright? Fuck. Go. Are you okay? Are you alright?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie. This was a devious show, bro. This was a devious show. The T.I. one was the jokes. T.I. was jokes, nigga.
Can I just get up front?
No, don't get in this car for real. I'm sorry, man, but shit, yo, my man.
I'm just sit up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit up front.
I ain't gonna do nothing to me.
God damn, what does outside look like?
No. It must be crazy. What's...
Go!
Can you go back? Do you have the keys?
I don't have the
There's
keys.
no keys in the car.
You have to back up.
I don't have the keys. Ask the guy inside.
Who?
The Secret Service. They're right in the door.
What?
The Secret Service is inside. I don't have the keys. This isn't my car.
Honey, calm down.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Yo, I hope Drake knew this was fake and he was doing his best acting job ever. Cause if this is Drake acting, yo, Drake better than Denzel.
I'm here to meet the vice president. The Secret Service is inside.
What are you bullshitting? You're here to meet the vice president? Are you kidding me?
You think I'm bullshitting you, bro?
Hi, there was smoke in the stairwell. I don't think it can be good for the baby.
Dude, there's nobody there, man. There's nobody there. Where are the keys to this shit?
There's no keys in here.
We have to get
Is
the
there a spare
Cedars.
key or anything like that?
No,
Come on,
man.
dude.
Just calm down. You're not making matters.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are there keys?
No.
Where are they? I have to move this car so we can get to the house.
Dude, we're trying to get out too.
Look
Calm
at the
down.
card. Secret Service. It says it right here on the back.
Dude, what is this? Why do you have this?
It's the Secret Service, man. What the fuck? Yo,
Why do you have this?
What are you doing?
Yo, this is crazy. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, hey, I would have tripped out too. We've just never seen, yo, Drake is composed most of the time. Like, you know what I mean? We just never seen Drake non-composed.
Move this car.
Tase your wife. Tase your wife.
Did you just tase your wife?
You made me tase my wife.
You gotta find the keys to this car.
We don't have the keys.
Please look after for 1 second. I gotta find.
Yo, look at Drake. Yo, Drake on the other side of the car now. Yo, Drake in the third row seating. Yo, my nigga Drake in third row seating in the car, bro. Yo, this is crazy. This nigga Drake just went back to the third row, bro. Nah, yo. Ashton Kutcher, you banned from Canada, nigga. You banned from Canada. I don't know where you from, nigga, but you banned from Canada for this, gang.
Wait, get up! Get up! You got this! Get up!
Where Ashton Kutcher from? Ashton Kutcher. Where is he from? He from, what is it, Iowa? Yeah, nigga, you banned from the 6, nigga. You can't play with a 6 god like this.
Move this car.
Tase your wife. Tase your wife.
Nah, it's crazy. Hold on. Nah. Yo, this is the front seat. This is the second row seat. Yo, Drake is in the trunk. Nah, Drake went in the trunk. Yo, this was a cruel show.
Oh my god! Did you just tase your wife?
Yo, I can't laugh at my favorite. Hey, let me stop watching this, because if that nigga Kendrick finds some shit like this and try to use the nigga, I would never forgive myself. Oh, no. It's too funny though. Hold on.
This isn't my car.
Honey, calm down.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Oh, no.
Tase your wife. Tase your wife.
Oh my god!
Did you just tase your wife? You made me tase my wife. You gotta find the keys to this car. We don't have the keys. Please look after for 1 second. I gotta find the keys to this goddamn thing. Doors are locked. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I gotta reveal this. I can't do it anymore.
Can you please get us right here? What do you mean the Secret Service? Oh my god! All right, count. Oh my god!
It's not real.
Oh man. Yo, Drake, you gotta reverse prank that nigga, man. You got too much money. You gotta reverse prank that bitch ass nigga. All right, cool. What was? Yes. Oh, you ever seen the T.I. one? The T.I. one, and this is right after he was on like federal parole or whatever.
Hi. Welcome aboard.
Oh. Excuse me, guys. Oh, okay. The sniffing dog. That's a cool joke.
Make the plan. Make the plan. Go dog, go dog.
Good on, man. The dog's taking something here, man.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
What do we have here? How are you? How's it going, fellas? Guys, come with me, all right?
Yo, this when niggas was wearing like 8 XTs, bruh.
Why don't you throw those bags with these bags? Ever stand over here? Put your 2 bags there. Don't get them close to these 2 bags. Gents, whose bags are these? Top 4 answers on the board, guys. Here's the question. Whose bag is the Nike bag? And what would be in this bag to make Peaches go nuts? In fact, guys, do me a favor. Have a seat.
Peaches.
It's imperative that you're on the ground.
Nah, T.I. sat down quick as hell, nigga.
Feet touching each other. There we go. Gabe. All right. Just kind of give them the right. This isn't school. You don't have to raise your hand.
You made a mistake. This blue bag is my bag. I'm the artist. He's my assistant. You pack both bags.
You're the artist? What's your name, sir?
My name is Harris. I don't want this. I want to comply and I want to be very cooperative. I want to do whatever I can.
Fantastic. You help me, I help you. Sir, at this point, are you giving us permission to check that blue bag? You guys go to the store or something? Is this? I'm saying there's not stolen goods here, right? I got price tags on this stuff.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
You
not.
sure?
Absolutely not. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
So you went to the store, bought a bunch of stuff, and dumped it in a bag. It's not school. Don't raise your hand, man. You can talk to me. You're like the preppy guy? Is that how it rolls? Huh? What's that? All right. Okay. All right.
Mike, I want you to pull T.I. off to the side, one-on-one, right now.
Come with me.
All right.
Make sure you bring your sunglasses and your big cross.
Yo, I think this is after the Crime Stoppers commercial too, bro. This is after this shit right here. T.I. Crime Stoppers. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, the shit that they used to do for our entertainment, bro.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers.
They call me Tip, but this is about a different type of tip. No Diddy.
Our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against
That,
them
yo, that nigga said perpetrator.
off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404.
I don't know why I'm laughing, bro.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Whose bag?
I honestly don't know.
This bag, he doesn't know how it got here, you don't know how it got here, and your boys don't know how it got here.
He packed my bag for me.
Does he pack your bag every day?
Yes, he does.
So he's your mama, basically.
Don't you take a bus on tour? Why are you on a plane?
Don't you usually take a bus on tour?
Yes, we do.
Everybody parties in the back of the bus? Maybe there's some favors in there.
I don't know. I wouldn't put that out of the question.
Okay, well now we're getting somewhere. Rock and roll, I mean, or hip hop, whichever you prefer.
You know, worst case scenario, if you search the bag, what happens? Is it a go to jail thing?
It's not just a go to jail thing. Once you get on a plane, it becomes federal business.
Yeah.
If it's explosives, if it's drugs, and you're on a plane, you're called trafficking.
I understand.
Okay?
Hey, they said right there, says your back, okay? They said right there, says your back, okay?
Well,
All right.
hey man, it ain't my bag, man.
You're gonna have him go to the gray bag, and you're gonna have him open the side pocket.
Why don't you open the side pocket right here? Open the bag, side pocket down
You're
there.
not implicating. Well, see, it
Reach
doesn't
on in
slip
there.
all the way. I have to put my hand down in there.
Hold the phone. Put your hand out. Put your hand out like this.
This
What are
ain't
those?
mine. This ain't mine.
What are those?
Well, see, it
Reach
doesn't
on in
zip
there.
all the way. I have to put my hand down in there.
Hold the phone. Put your hand out. Put your hand out like this.
This
What are
ain't mine.
those?
This ain't mine.
What are those?
This ain't mine.
What are those?
It's a bullet, but it ain't mine.
Why are those in the bag?
I don't know. The bag ain't mine. Please get it out my hand.
Come on, let's go. We're gonna walk over to the car, you and me.
Me?
You're the leader of the crew.
What do you have planned for?
You told me that there was
Sir,
nothing in there.
I don't own a pistol. I don't have a bullet. It's not my bag.
Why would you just have
Yeah,
bullets?
myself, I like to get golf balls and then not own golf
This
clubs.
isn't mine. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Except that no one carries a gun here. What the hell are these for? You gonna throw them at people?
I do have security, but this is not mine.
This is your plane. These bullets are not yours.
Bullet is not mine. Bullet is not mine.
Ready? Okay. So what are we gonna do with these?
Honestly, I would do
I don't
nothing.
know either. You just don't
Nah, this show used to be lit, man. All right, okay, cool. Chat, we hit our 6 hours today. Can we get a W in the chat for that? We hit our 6 hours. Any small topics that I gotta cover still? There should be a couple small topics I didn't get to. Did I miss anything? There should be a couple small topics I didn't get to.
Boy, get up! Get up! You got this!
Get up! Check what's the dirt. Rick Ross 1090 Jake. I actually watched that. Y'all want to watch that? 1090 Jake, Rick Ross. Shout out to 1090 Jake.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with
Hey, I'm not leaving, but I'm grabbing. I gotta grab some something to drink or something like that. All right, I'm gonna let this play. Give me 3 minutes.
And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Rick Ross, the self-proclaimed kingpin, but actual former corrections officer.
I know, I can already see from here, from where I'm at, this nigga's a total fraud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even no issue. But I paid for the transcripts to your court case.
Trick Daddy recently accused you of working as a prison guard at one point, Rick. Is there any truth to that?
No, that's not true. But that's disappointing to hear that he said that. He said that?
You did 10 years in jail, right? How you think about the whole Rick Ross thing, him being a correctional officer and dealing with correctional officers?
Wow. Fake niggas get taped up and sent back. Use a fake nigga, you makes up a good act.
Now I know you. I think it's fair to say, I know you now.
Was Rick Ross in his lifetime a corrections officer?
Rick Ross done did it all to get money. I done did it all except set dudes up, put dudes behind bars, and that's what's important to me.
Pictures turned up of you online,
right?
Or a person that looks like you online, who's working as a correctional officer. Is that or is that not Rick Ross in those pictures?
That was me in the photos. I'm the truth when your truths just pretend. I lies in every one of your lines with no flow of mine. Magnify 5 times 5. You lost, I'm Ross.
Now, bullets are flying in hip-hop as back-to-back disses are being dropped and shots keep getting fired. At this point, it seems like Drake versus everybody, but one person in particular is standing out. Rick Ross would drop an immediate response to Drake's diss, but that isn't what's got my attention. Ross would keep dissing through Instagram and referring to Drake as a white boy, as if that's an insult. Well, now you got a white boy's attention. Apparently everybody forgot the biggest boss of Miami, the hustler who knew Pablo and Noriega, the man who thinks he's Big Meech, Larry Hoover. Everybody forgot he was a fucking CO. Lead the way. Now this isn't new news. Back in 2008, pictures would be released of Ross in uniform, and he'd speak exclusively with All Hip Hop stating, "My life is 100% real. These online hackers putting a picture of my face when I was a teenager in high school on other people's body. If this shit was real, don't you think they would have more specifics, like dates and everything?" So a then 32-year-old Ross claimed the pic was photoshopped, his kingpin lifestyle was real, and there was no proof behind the CO allegations. Well, a media website by the name of The Smoking Gun would send in a public records request receiving 86 pages from the Florida Department of Corrections about Officer Ricky's short career. A photo of William Roberts, aka Rick Ross's State of Florida application, would state he received his diploma from Miami Carroll City High and went on to Albany State University to study criminal justice. On his supplementary application, he'd state his nickname was Big East, and denied knowing anyone in prison, along with never working in prison or in law enforcement. Now, with every new recruit, the Department of Corrections wants to know how willing you are to complete your correctional duties. Ross would check off he's willing to work rotating shifts, carry a firearm, and work with violent inmates, homosexuals, etc. He'd also state he's willing to shoot an inmate who's attempting to escape, body search a male or female inmate, and write an incident report. In 1995, Ross would take an oath of loyalty to support the Constitution and would receive a letter stating he's now officially a correctional officer trainee at the South Florida Reception Center. 5 months later, it was now 1996, and Ross would receive an award for completing 540 hours of basic training. Ross was now an official corrections officer and can be seen taking a picture at his graduation ceremony. 4 months later, he'd receive a certificate of appreciation for perfect attendance from the same woman he can be seen shaking hands with at his ceremony. But eventually, all good things must come to an end. And in June of 1997, Ricky Rose sent in a resignation letter and officially left the force. But like I said, this isn't new news. This came out back in 2008, and 50 Cent started calling Ross Officer Ricky in 2009. That same year, Rick Ross would admit to XXL it was in fact him in the pictures. He'd state, "Me not answering or addressing that situation has nothing to do with my career. I've accomplished enough and I've made enough money for me to be good. Yes, it was me in those pictures, but I'm gonna tell you this. Me taking that job, I was doing my job. You understand what I mean?" He'd continue on saying the stuff he talks about is real, the dope is real, and the gun talk is official. But fans would forever speculate, when exactly was Rick Ross in the streets serving bricks? In an interview with the Full Send podcast, the alleged kingpin was asked about his time as a corrections officer in Florida State Prison.
Were you a correctional officer at one point?
I was, yeah.
So going all the way back. When was that? How long ago?
Maybe when I was 20.
20 years old?
Yeah.
What kind of people were in there?
You know, I didn't really get to make it to the prison. Because you got to go through training and all that, and I didn't last long.
Right.
I may have lasted 4 months.
Right.
Before they said,
Yeah.
I was a little tardy.
Now, Ross claimed he only worked the job for 4 months and never made it to a real prison because he didn't even complete training from being tardy so much. But this is the same Ross that received a certificate of appreciation for never missing a day. He'd work as a CO for 18 months at the South Florida Reception Center in Miami. This was the first stop for any inmate entering the prison.
Yeah, I will say though, and by the way, this is why, number one, you can't fuck with, don't fuck with Tonight Jake, you know what I mean? Especially if you live in Florida. He always gonna get some shit on you. But I will say, we're in a time of hip-hop. I don't even think hip-hop cares if you snitch no more. Metro just tried to throw out a ghostwriting song with that Drake's. Hip-hop is this is like a new time, bro. Like, Drake just used AI to diss motherfucking Kendrick. A ghostwritten track allegedly came out. Nobody cares. Snitches is basically snitching is like, he ain't snitch on me, right? Again, the things that people would care, like, I'm telling you, this Rick Ross correctional officer shit was the biggest thing on earth, my nigga, at one point in history. Now, even if he wasn't, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, he could have been a police officer. We don't care no more. We just don't care. Like, we're just in a different time in hip-hop. Yo, chat, what does hip-hop really even care about right now? Come on, we don't care. Like,
The system from Miami, Broward, Palm Beach, or any other neighboring counties. This was very much prison, and the South Florida Reception Center has repeatedly made the news, like when 4 COs were arrested for beating an elderly inmate to death, or when 11 inmates died from COVID. But still, Rick Ross got a pass because even if he never sold drugs a day in his life, the music sounded good enough to forget it. So why still lie about your old job? And if you weren't flipping bricks in between criminal justice class and football practice, when did it happen? Apparently in 2008, the same year the pictures were released, Rick Ross was arrested on gun and marijuana charges. The investigation would be assigned to the Gang Unit Task Force, and transcripts would state the Gang Unit was given the case because Rick Ross claims affiliation with the Carol City Cartel. Now, Triple C's, according to Wikipedia, was the hip-hop group founded by Rick Ross in 2005. Named after the Carol City neighborhood of Miami, the group featured Rick Ross, Gunplay, Torch, and Young Breed. The transcripts would mention YouTube, and Ross didn't shy away from his cartel affiliation because it wasn't an actual cartel. The transcripts would also reveal this was actually Ross's first arrest as an adult at 32 years old. So technically speaking, you're not a criminal until you get caught, right? And Ross was never caught until after his career already blew up. Aside from marijuana, Ross wouldn't be arrested for anything serious until 2017, when him and his former security guard kidnapped the landscaper by forcing him into a room and pistol whipping him. Ross would plead out to lesser charges as a first-time offender, and the charges would be removed from his criminal history.
So now, you feel me? Allegedly, we have the Swifties and the, what is Kim's crew called? The Kimmy Cakes. They're beefing. What are they beefing over? Something probably Kanye related, but this beef is like a snow bunny beef. So I ain't gonna lie though, Kim Kardashian is huge, and Kim Kardashian is like in the role of her and her like clan of sisters, or her and Kylie and Kendall. A lot of like suburban girls look up to them, and they're like gods to them, like queens. Like they all want to look like them. So they started like a new generation of that. But Taylor Swift though, like Taylor Swift is on another level. Like Taylor Swift right now is about to sell 2 million copies first week. Taylor Swift, you feel me? Taylor Swift controls the country snow bunnies, the regular snow bunnies, the emotional snow bunnies, like even not the snow bunnies, bro. Like she controls everything. It's gonna be tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I got Taylor Swift in this beef. It's crazy. Anyone really, like any non-black person, because you know how cancel culture and stuff goes. Like they would try and cancel Kim K or someone like that if they went up against that. But any like someone like Taylor Swift to go up against Kim Kardashian, ain't gonna lie, she lost. Kim lost. Throwing the white towel, throwing the white flag. You feel me? Call up Kanye. I don't even know, bro. But y'all could let me know how you guys feel about the whole stuff in the comments below. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know. Do you really think they're beefing? Or do you think it's just like made up? And do you think if they catch each other, what do you think is gonna happen? They gonna want the fade or what? And which one do you think is more attractive? A Taylor Swift or a Kim Kardashian? Let me know in the comments below. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I am out.